Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jasmine. So today we have got another episode of our Planet Zoo franchise mode zoo, which is now called Lakefield Zoo. And we are just here with the meerkats because off camera they had two little babies. So I can't remember which genders they were. So let's have a look. This is one of them. They are so cute. Excuse their terrible enclosure. It's very, very rough. Later on in the episode we will be building for them and making it a lot more pretty. But we've got one girl, it looks like, and then where's the other one? And this one is a boy. So that's really, really exciting. Well, it looks like we've got some notifications here. So let's check on them. First of all, we've got this gift for having education. So that's good. So let's claim those rewards. And then we've got some vet research complete. And then we've also got some mechanic research complete on the second level of the South American theme, and I was really excited to get the Europe pack over Christmas. So I really wanted to start researching the Europe theme because they've got these stone wall pieces that are recolorable, and they are exactly what I had in mind for some of the stone buildings that I wanted to build for this zoo. So we'll get them researching those, and then we can explore that pack a little bit as well, because I've not really looked at the build pieces. I've only looked at the animals for them. And then it also says here that many of our guests think our tickets are underpriced. So I think that's probably because of the meerkats, because they are really helping with our profits. So let's increase them to, let's say, $8 zoo and see how that goes. It still says they're underpriced. I don't know if that will go away or not. Or maybe we could increase them a little bit more. But that seems to have gone away now. Okay, good. And last episode we did a lot of building for the capuchin monkeys as well. And it looks like they're using their enrichment item over here, although this guy is just sort of clinging onto the air, which is a bit odd. That must be a glitch. But yes, these guys are enjoying their new enclosure, it looks like, which we built for them last episode. So that's exciting. And I think we will use the new stone pieces here, and then I think we should unlock the classic theme for the roof pieces. So that's my plan. I think in this episode, like I said, I'm going to build a bit more for the meerkats, maybe update a few things. And then I also here wanted to put some exhibit animals, maybe like the salamander, which was new with the European pack. And then I also really like the look of the turtles that came with the aquatic pack, the terrapins. But first I wanted to sort out some of our food and other shops. Oh, hang on, this animal has been boxed. Let's just unbox this animal. Yeah, I wanted to sort out some of these different shop stalls. So one of the way I saw that we could do this is by improving scenery rating. Yeah, it looks pretty busy at the minute, and there are some sort of negative guest thoughts because of that. So what I saw someone say online was that you can train the staff up and then they sort of get through queues a lot quicker, and that could help with profits because we were struggling with profits for these guys. So let's send for training for each of these, and then hopefully that will make them more efficient. I don't want to hire anyone else just yet. Yeah, because we were struggling like how to set the prices for these, weren't we? Oh, and it still says everything is expensive here. Yeah, it does still look like it's still too expensive, so let's just change it and then we'll see if this continues to be too expensive. And then we got one name suggestion for an animal, and it was by Amira Plays in the comments. So thank you for your name suggestion, and their suggestion was to name one of the animals Amira, unsurprisingly, because I'm assuming that's their name. And I did a little bit of a Google because I didn't recognize the name, and I think it's a female name. It said it means princess in Arabic, which is really, really pretty. So I thought maybe we could give it to one of our little female monkeys since we had them last episode. We've got two of those, and we'll give it to this bronze one because she seems to be the best one. So there we go. Why don't we have a little look at her and say hello to her? Aw, I'm really loving this monkey enclosure. I'm really quite happy with it. And these little guys are so cute. So I'm so glad that, yeah, they have like a nice little enclosure for us to enjoy and to watch them in. And also last episode we added some of these heaters, but I want to put them on the wall here because I think that'll be more realistic, and they can sort of huddle up near the heaters on the wall. Put one over here, and then we can even have another one over here. How are we doing for profits? Our profits are doing really, really well. I think it's just all down to the meerkats. We should also decide like what our next big animals should be. So if you have any ideas for that, let me know down in the comments. We might even get another one in this episode, but I was looking at adding some exhibit animals, if any, this episode. So education seems to be quite low. That's a shame about education. We're going to have to get some speakers soon, I think, probably. Or maybe once we get the meerkat sorted, we can add a animal talk spot for them. I think that would be nice to add that and sort of see that function, because I've never really played with it in game before. So yeah, we'll sort out the meerkat build and then add that in maybe. Okay, so what I might do then is purchase some animals for this section here. I did want to have a look at the salamander and maybe the terrapins. Okay, so there are some here, so maybe we could just get one female and one male. Oh goodness, they're terrible, their stats are. And then let's get one male and one female, so they breed. These animals tend to breed quite quickly, the exhibit ones, so maybe that will be a nice income for us as well. Right then, well, I'll start building now, I guess. So I'll go into a little bit of speed build and I will catch up with you once we are done. Okay, so first of all, I just wanted to say sorry that it's been so long since I last posted a video on my channel. I didn't manage to post at all over Christmas, even though I fully intended to catch up on some of my outstanding projects with my time off. But unfortunately, pretty much immediately after Christmas and Boxing Day, I got COVID and was really quite ill. I mean, it wasn't dangerous or anything to worry about, but I was bedbound for several days with a fever and then a really bad headache after that. So I obviously wasn't able to create any content or even really check on my social media or anything like that. So I'm sorry about that, but now I am back to making content and I'm really excited to be back in this zoo in particular, because I'm absolutely loving this series. I'm so addicted and excited with all of the positive feedback that you guys have been giving me, especially over the Christmas holidays. I got some really lovely comments from you guys about this series over the Christmas holidays, so that was really nice to see, because I was a bit worried that my stats would be rubbish after not posting for ages, but they really weren't. It was really positive, so thank you for that. And I'd also planned on posting some Sims content over Christmas as well as making some changes to Pine Springs Park, my Canadian zoo, and neither of which I managed to do either, sadly, but I promise I will get round to doing both of these things eventually. I just, like I said, had to take a few days off because I was really ill with COVID. And also before Christmas I mentioned doing a Planet Zoo stream, and some of you may have seen that I did actually try to stream on the 23rd of December, but I got a lot of errors to do with my audio and quality of video. I'm not sure if it was to do with my internet maybe or something like that, and I have no idea where it came from because I had all of my settings at the recommended levels and I had no audio issues when I was recording previously, but for some reason YouTube and OBS just didn't want to cooperate with me, so I had to cancel that stream, sadly, which was really sad because I was looking forward to it a lot, and I was then going to reschedule for after Christmas, but then obviously I got ill, so I wasn't able to do that. But I do still want to try and arrange another stream for us at some point. It might just take a little bit more time and planning to work out how to fix the issues that I mentioned, so we'll see what we can do to make that happen. But keep your eyes open in case I do start streaming. I might do like a low-key test stream on YouTube at some point to figure out what the problems are, so that might be quite boring to watch in terms of content, but then like after that we might be able to sort of figure out the issues and make it happen for real. I do like streaming, but I find that the tech issues around streaming are so frustrating that's why I don't really do it, because I have streamed once on Twitch and it was so stressful for those reasons that I haven't been able to bring myself to do it again. But I do love streaming. I do really want to interact with you guys and yeah, have you there live while I'm building in, I think I was going to do it in a Nami zoo, so that would be really nice, maybe if we could get that sorted in future, but we'll see. Hopefully I'll get the problem fixed and we can arrange a stream at some point, if not soon, so keep your eyes open for that. And it looks like we're finishing up with the speed build now, so I'll jump back into real time now. Okay, so I just finished building this area for the exhibit animals, and as you probably saw in the speed build, we added the salamander over here, and then then next to it we added the terrapin turtles over here. So I'm really happy with how this turned out. I think they're so cute. Let's see if we can find them. They're quite small, and all of these exhibit animals tend to be really quite hard to spot. Oh, it looks like here's one. The tree's in the way a little bit and I can't click on it for some reason. I don't know if you can do the cinematic view of exhibit animals like this, but I'm struggling to if you can. But here it is anyway, and if you guys have any name suggestions, as always, then leave them in the comments below. Oh, but he's really cute. I had no idea they would be so tiny. I honestly thought they would be bigger. Oh, he's yawning. That's so sweet. Hello. And they've got some guests already. But then here are the turtles. They're sort of just chilling in the water here. Very cute. Oh. And then there's the other one. It's very hard to maneuver around in these exhibits, but yeah, hopefully they'll breed super quickly, and then that will help us get more conservation credits and money as well, maybe, I was thinking. But yeah, my idea behind it was just that it would be a nice filler for what was this gap in the middle of this zoo. So this is what it looks like from a bird's eye view. We've got the cassowaries here, obviously. Then I've created this little archway with a bit of a shelter for the guests, and then we've got one keeper hut here. That's what this building is, and then the two exhibits, obviously. And then over here I've just filled this with trees and foliage, and then we've got the same education that we previously had. And then off camera, you guys wouldn't have seen, but we finished our mechanic research, and I was just playing around with these stone wall pieces from the European pack. I kind of had in mind that I wanted this zoo to have this sort of warm brick colour scheme. You can't really see it in this light, but yeah, so I just changed, because obviously this object is recolorable, so I just changed a few of these around, and I haven't fully finished this building. I haven't figured out all of the different levels and textures and what they're going to look like. That's why I haven't sort of finished this area. But I wanted this big building at least to make use of this red brick, so we may as well actually, because seeing as we've finished that bit of research, I'm going to get them to continue on the classic theme, because I think that roofing might look best. I mean, we've got this metal roofing at the minute, but I would like some variation, or to at least try a few things out, so hopefully that classic roofing will look a little bit better. Oh, and also whilst we were recording, we also had one of our meerkats die of old age. I did check, and it wasn't anything that I did wrong, because one of them was hungry whilst I was building, but it wasn't that, it was just... Oh, we finished researching the cassowary, that's great. So maybe we could put one of them on at one of our new animals, that would be handy. Yeah, so I did check, and it luckily the meerkat did die of old age, but we've had several babies now, I think. How many meerkats do we have at the minute? We've got like 5 in total, and 4 of them are babies, and then there's their dad, obviously. So poor old dad, he's looking after all of them. I think next we will try making them an enclosure. And these information centres seem to be quite popular, so I might actually get another one. Oh, it says everything is too expensive. So I've just lowered some of these prices because they were moaning about it being expensive. And then I might duplicate this. Maybe I should hire an extra vendor. So I'll hire an extra vendor. Okay, and then I think I will continue with some building, because yeah, we need to do our meerkat enclosure. So I will jump back into a little speed build and hopefully meet you when we're done. Okay, so whilst I've got you in this voiceover, I just wanted to say a really big thank you to everyone that participated in my Planet Zoo photo competition before Christmas. We ended up having 2 winners to the competition, and both of them got the new Europe pack, which is really exciting. So hopefully they enjoyed playing that over Christmas holidays, because that was a really good pack. But yeah, I was just so impressed by all of the entries. So well done to everyone who participated. Thank you so much for taking part, and I really hope you had lots of fun creating the photos, playing in your zoos to create them, and making some friends as well, and getting some inspiration from other people, because that was the idea behind it. And in case anyone is interested in viewing any of the photo entries for that competition, I've added like a little slideshow at the end of this video with some highlights of some of my favourite photos. I think I include like 1 or 2 from every single participant, so I've not left anyone out. Yeah, there was some really really amazing photos. So go and check that out and enjoy looking at those. And again, a big thank you for everyone who took part in that. And then the other thing that I wanted to mention was the fact that I am working on getting some emotes and some badges sorted so that I can add subscriptions as an option to my channels. So that means basically that I will add the option for viewers to pay a really small amount per month, and they'll get access to some features on the channel. So for example, I'm thinking of like a budget one that will have just 3 emotes that are exclusive to that tier of subscription, and then perhaps another one where you get slightly more emotes but you also get access, like exclusive access to sort of backstage progress pictures and other posts from me, maybe some polls on like feedback in terms of projects that I'm working on maybe, or something like that. It might be like feedback on thumbnail pictures, or yeah, work in progress, help with ideas, and you can actually be involved in the process of me making content in that way. So I'm really excited about that, and I'm working with my artist Kath, who is linked by the way in all of my video descriptions if you are interested in using her art. She is amazing and really sweet, and she is the person who also created the video intro and outros in all of my videos, like the little farmyard scene with the cows and the bunny. So yeah, shout out to her, but she'll be doing my emotes, so I'm really excited. She's done the badges so far and they look so cute. I'm so excited to share them with you. I've not got a set time or date for when that feature will be released, but hopefully it'll be soon. I'm being quite relaxed about it at the minute, and then when it's ready, it'll be ready. So just so you know, that's in the works at the minute. And then that was pretty much it in terms of housekeeping updates and channel updates, because I haven't spoken to you in a while over Christmas, have I? So yeah, I just had to tick off a few boxes in terms of the channel updates and letting you know what's been going on with me. But in terms of this build then, I'm loving this new stone wall piece from the Europe pack, which I've said several times already I think in this video, but I am so obsessed with it. I love that it's recolorable as well, because I've had this specific design in mind since I started this zoo, basically since before I started this zoo, because I went to Chester Zoo, I think it is, in real life, and there they've got some of these big stone barn buildings for, I think for example the giraffe enclosure has this stone barn look, and maybe some other ones, I can't remember what other buildings they were, but specifically I remember it being for the giraffes. It looked really nice, and it had basically exactly this stone pattern on this barn, and it was yeah, like a really warm orangey coloured stone. So I've been having that effect in my mind since I started this franchise zoo, because that was one of like the main inspirations for what I have in mind for this zoo. So I had tried to make it using individual stone pieces off camera, and I'd made a template of it, but then they added these stone wall pieces with the Europe pack, so I was so excited. So hopefully you like the look of that. I can't wait to add more of it throughout the zoo, and in particular on the entrance building as well. I've got it in mind for there. Oh, and I just realised watching this footage back that I forgot to add a keep a talk area near the meerkats, because I said I was going to do that, didn't I, to increase their education level across the zoo, because I think meerkats are definitely one of those animals that in real life you see people give talks about meerkats, don't you, and they sort of throw food into the enclosure, maybe tell you a little bit about the animals and their behaviour and what's going on with them in the wild. So I think I'll probably add that next episode near that sort of a white concrete area. And by the way, I end up changing off camera the colour of both those white walls around the meerkat enclosure and that sort of white concrete around the enclosure as well. I just make them a little bit darker as well as a little bit warmer to match the rest of the enclosure. So I think it stands out a little bit too much at the minute. It doesn't look quite right. So I do change that off camera, but you'll see that next episode. I don't think I've changed it in time for you to see it this episode, so sorry about that. But it looks like we're wrapping up with the build now, so I'll head off and I will speak to you in real time. Okay, so I've just finished building the meerkat enclosure. They're not in there yet. It is currently snowing, which is blocking our view of some of it. We did get a notification saying the cassowaries are actually about to have babies. Oh my god, it looks like the cassowaries have just had their first baby, which is so exciting because we were really struggling with them and breeding. So this is so cute. I can't believe how tiny and stripy it is. I've never seen these guys in game before. This is the first time I've played with these guys, and and the first time I've seen their offspring as well. So this is so exciting. Oh my god, they're so cute. I hope he's alright in the snow. They have got heaters inside this shelter, which we still need to edit because it's very, very basic still, and we've upgraded a lot, and we've got a lot of mechanical research since we first built this. So maybe next episode we can go back and do some of the entrance buildings and redo these guys' enclosure as well. But oh, look at him, he's so cute. His little face. I was not expecting the Cassowary babies to be so cute, I must admit, because the adults look a little bit odd, don't they? But he's adorable. Oh, so yeah, name suggestions down in the comments below if you want to name this guy, because I feel like, oh, look at him go. I feel like he's all the more special for the fact that, yeah, we were struggling. Oh no, the Meerkat's about to inbreed. Yeah, for the fact that we were struggling to breed a Cassowary. So let's put you on contraceptive so that you don't actually inbreed. I think whilst I was building as well, that their dad actually passed away as well. So we're going to have to probably buy some more. That might mean that they might get like new alphas, and then we won't have to worry about inbreeding possibly. So let's get another male and female. They're not very good stats, I must admit. This one looks okay. How about that one? And then we need a female as well. I don't want to waste too many of our conservation credits. And our babies grew up or matured, so that's why we've got 4 adults still. Let's move them all over here. Okay, so it looks like we've moved in our little meerkats, and we've got a nice crowd of people having a look at them, so that's good. They're obviously enjoying that enclosure. So yeah, so here's their enclosure. It's got like a little stone barn using the new Europe pack stone wall pieces, which I'm really excited about. This is their little interior. It's not got any lights in the minute, and I probably should do some proper roofing, but I don't know, I quite like how rustic it looks. It looks quite realistic for a zoo. I wanted to add some of those, like, oh, scampering around. I wanted to add some of those like African logs for climbing on, but I think I might have to sort of unlock them through research using the African theme maybe. I suspect that's why I couldn't see them. But yeah, this is what it looks like so far. I hope you like it. Let me know what you think of the enclosure down in the comments below. And this is it in relation to the rest of the zoo. So we've got a couple of gaps here. I'll fill them in the same sort of way that I've been doing these. I don't know what to do next. We'll probably have to put an animal here. So let me know down in the comments below what you might be interested in seeing. Let's have a look at the Animal Trade Centre and see if we can get any inspiration. We could get some warthogs, that might be nice, or we could get some petting zoo type animals, that might be nice as well. We've got some quite small animals so far, haven't we? So maybe some bigger animals might be nice. Maybe the babirussas or something like that. That might be quite cute. Oh, I was thinking maybe the kangaroos, because I've not had any of them in my game at all yet. So yeah, let me know what you think, what you want to see next episode, and what you think of all of the changes that we've done this episode. Should we have a look at some of the meerkats enjoying their enclosure? But yeah, I really hope you enjoyed this episode. Please let me know what you thought of it down in the comments below, and if you have any more suggestions or guidance, then please don't hesitate to comment down below, because help is very welcome. As always, if you like this video, please like, comment and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye everyone.